Welcome, everybody. My name is Todd Ronan. It's April 24th, 2023. And over the weekend, there was a huge gold heist in Toronto in Canada. Someone stole $20 million of gold bullion somehow. And I thought we'd get Liz Cross here to find out who's responsible for it and what they're doing. Liz, good morning.
Morning. I briefly saw this and I was like, oh gosh, not again. They haven't learned their lesson. They always try to get the airport, hit the airport and steal the money. This is interesting. So they got 20 million in gold. Is that what it is?
Ish 20 million. I don't know, Canadian, American, whatever it is, what the exchange rate is, but it's around 20 million, 12 million, $15 million from this airport in Toronto. I wonder if we could see what the gold heisters are doing now and if they're scared.
Are you scared of being called? Yeah, they've gone to ground, which is a police term, which means they've gone to ground. They're keeping a very low profile. They are in the middle of the woods.
In the woods in Canada?
Are you in the woods in Canada? No, I feel like I'm not sure if they're in the woods in Canada. They're keeping a low profile. They're scared. They're in
How many folks are we talking about?
Four, at least four.
Did they have any connection to the airport staff?
Did you have any connection to the airport staff? Yes, multiple connections.
It shouldn't be hard to find the guys that aren't at work, right?
Did you work at the airport? One did. One worked. Do you still work there now? No. But one was a former employee, I feel.
How did they know the gold would be arriving? Were they on security detail? Were they a stewardess, a steward?
How did you know? They are monitoring things behind the scene. And I feel like they're doing it via computer. So whatever sort of, what are you telling me that they're like forms that are being filled in, like something which alerts that these things are coming in or going out. There's a tracking place for that. They've actually got backdoor access to that information.
Do they have a buyer for this gold?
Not yet.
Are they searching?
Are you searching for a buyer? In due time. They're not in any rush right now. They want this trail to go cold.
What should we know about them to help I want to make sure we don't tip their hands too much, but what should we know about them that might not be known by the general public?
Well, this was being planned out for a very long time. And they had a lot of dry runs as well. So they did, practice. They were heavily armed, okay? Willing to kill for this amount of gold. I feel like somebody in there has some special forces training, or maybe not official special forces training, but definitely knows how to break necks and all that stuff. So yeah, they know what they're doing.
Wow. And is it going to be possible for the police or the Mounties? I expect they're on horses. I don't know. Maybe they have cars in Canada. Will they be able to track down these suspects? And are they still in Canada?
Well, let's go to the lead investigating officer. Can you find him? Let's ask and see how close they are.
Let's go to this guy. This is this is a guy, I guess. I don't know what his name is, but he's talking about it. He's a nice Canadian.
Oh yeah. Let me pull him in. Okay, I've got a connection. Has the trail gone cold? No, they're hot on the trail. Okay. They've got their best and brightest officers onto this. They need to recover the gold. Do you know who's possibly done this? Yes, they're reviewing all the CCTV footage, all the security clearance footage. They're checking out vehicles, tags on the vehicles. This is a big operation that's going on here. They are running tags, trying to find owners, rental cars, trucks. How did they get away? Do you know how they got away running the vehicle?
No, I don't know. They were trying to keep it closed lip pretty right now.
Okay.
Who owns this gold? Who's the original owner?
Who owns this gold? It's like I feel like it's a company. Is it a company? Yes. It's like a person, but it hides things, they hide things behind companies. So I just feel like it was why were they shipping the gold? They were going to store it in the UK. Are they based in the UK? No, they're not based in the UK. Are they based in Canada? No, I don't feel like they're based in Canada either. I just feel like they were moving it from one vault to another. And have you spoken to them? Yes, they have spoken to them on many occasions. They did have insurance on this gold. So they will be compensated, or at least some of it will be compensated. But that's not the point. They want to find these suspects. They believe that these suspects, if they get away with this, that they'll have, the funds and the ways and means to do this around the world. That this is not going to be a one-hit wonder. This is going to be an ongoing problem. And they're going to hit vulnerable airports, vulnerable countries.
Do they have plans to attack other ports? And are they going to do this again? Is that their next plan?
I'm asking the officer, do you believe they're going to plan to attack other ports? Yeah, they believe that. They believe that. Do you have any evidence to support that? No, but they're putting two and two together, that if they get away with this, that they're not going to stop. That's how criminals normally operate, he's telling me. And they're hot on the trail.
What else would he like to know about this case that would help him?
Who they are, their names, their fingerprints, all of the information. He says there's no such thing as a perfect crime. There's going to be a mistake in there somewhere, and we intend to find it.
Thank you very much. That brings me up to this case on DB Cooper, which is he got away with it. An FBI hijacking back in, when was this? A long time out of Portland. I don't know if you've ever looked at the case of DB Cooper, Liz, but I thought it ties in with a gold heist, and I thought we could look at him.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Probably.
I have
But he's the one that got away with it, or did he crash and did he get away with it?
Did you? So is this the one that stole the money on the flight?
Yes, he hijacked a flight and they gave him a suitcase full of money, and he said, "All right, here I go," and jumped out of the plane.
Oh, him. Okay. Yeah. He's dead now.
Yeah, but did he make it? Did he get away with it? Did he survive the jump?
Yes, and he eventually made his way down to South America.
He ended up living out his days in South America.
Yeah, but
what did he do down there? Can we bring in DB Cooper and ask him what his motivation was? It's not his real name, I guess. It's just what they call him.
Is that your real name? No, that's not his real name. That was one of his aliases. He was a career criminal, and he wanted to pull off the magnificent, this is his word, the magnificent crime in order to just stop committing crimes. He wanted to make sure that he just did one final thing. He was getting unhappy with the way he was living. He had committed several bank robberies and he was getting tired. So he just wanted to get a large amount and go out with the bang and just live out his days. And he did. He got married.
Was he part of a larger group of criminals that he wanted to get away from?
Were you part of a larger group of criminals that you wanted to get away from? Yes, that's true. He wanted to just go into hiding, and he knew that he would need money to do so. He was pretty much done with the crime, the criminal activity. He was getting burned out, and he just wanted one big hit. Yeah.
Wasn't bank robbery easier than plane hijacking, jumping out of? Like, where did he get the skills to jump out of a plane?
Where did you get the skills to jump? He was military.
He was military. Okay. Mm-hmm. What position did he hold in the military?
What position did you hold in the military? Something like, what is 1st Battalion? I don't know what that means.
It's like one of those loopy remote viewing groups that were 1st Battalion. Did he get married down in South America?
Did he learn that down in South America?
That's what you said earlier.
No. What, to the military?
No, it was him. Did he get married while he was living down in South America after he got away with the crime?
Sorry, I thought you said, did he learn that in South America? Yes, he did. He married a very simple girl and they lived a very simple life. And she was much younger than he was and took care of him. He died of cancer.
Did he have any kids with her?
Did you have any children? He does have 2 children in the US, but no children in South America.
Do the children in the US know that their father was D.B. Cooper?
Do the children in the US know? No, they thought he just went missing.
Did he tell his wife down in South America that he stole a bunch of money and jumped out of a plane?
No way. No. He was a retired businessman, is what he told. He kept a very low profile down there.
It's fascinating to me, the whole story. So what is your greatest regret, I guess, having done this act and lived down in South America?
What is your greatest regret of having done this act and lived in South America? Well, that he could never really come back here. He gave up a lot in order to be a criminal, actually. Being able to see his family and friends, just he didn't have a lot of freedom, even though financially he had freedom. He did not have a lot of freedom like we have it, well, I'm going to go visit this friend, or I'm going to go hang out with my kids and see my grandchildren. And he gave all that up.
This link here says a man named Dick Briggs came forward and claimed to be the famous D.B. Cooper. I don't think that's true. His name wasn't Dick Briggs, was it?
Was your name Dick Briggs? No.
Why did he request 4 parachutes? So nobody could go after him?
Why did you request 4 parachutes? In case the other ones failed. Oh my God. Because he didn't trust them. He said maybe they would have given him parachutes that would have designed to fail. And he needed to make sure that they were going to work. He didn't trust them. He figured that, surely they would make them fail. That way he could be caught and he was killed. And, that's why.
Well, let that be a lesson, everybody. Crime doesn't pay unless it does, but don't go hijacking planes. Hey, Liz,
Yeah.
thanks very much. And thanks everybody for listening. We'll see y'all again next time.
Yeah, this was cool. I like this very much. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.